Hey everyone, Magic Man Scott 40k here, back at it with Dawn of War Soulstorm. Got a 4 for you, and I think this one's pretty cool. It's kind of a long one, but I really like it. This just happened a couple minutes ago. Very proud of it. It's my gameplay, and I thought I'd show it off. So to be honest with you, I've been playing Dawn of War Soulstorm for most of the week, and literally, I would say every single one, every multiplayer match I joined, every player was better than me by a lot. So I'm pretty sure everyone I went up against was better than me. And I just really struggled, like, the whole week. I just got my butt kicked. And honestly, I was, like, too stubborn to learn. So I just kind of got mad and pouted and just moved on. I didn't really bother I couldn't really take the loss and learn from it. So I just been having like a losing streak. Makes me like pout a lot down the dumps. And the main reason I'm recording this one, because I actually saved the day. I was actually so what happens is, this is a very long replay, but what happens is basically all my teammates are dead and I'm the last one left. And I actually win the game. That's kind of a spoiler, but I'm kind of down in the dumps, so I wanted to like give myself a boost, if that makes sense. Now my last video it did really well. My last video did really well. It was a Total War 3 video. It was just my thoughts and feelings on it. Now, to be honest with you, there's a million Total War 3 guys out there. It's much more popular than Dawn of War. Total War is like 5 times more popular than this game. And I'm just going to let those Total War people make videos. I'm not really I'll stick to being a Dawn of War influencer. Being a Total War influencer. I will say it's a completely different bag. I'm talking about completely different stuff. It's a real handful. It's a completely different like learning process. It's not even close. So I'm gonna let the Total War YouTubers do their thing. I'm not gonna step on their shoes. Those I think I made like 7 videos. Those 7 videos I made on Total War, I think that's gonna be it. But if you guys want more Total War content, I'm totally down for it. I can totally make more Total War content. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I really struggle with the game, and every time I fight, it's like a half hour because I have it in slow motion, and it takes me like an hour to make a decision. So I'm really ass at the game. Now, I did beat like 5 campaigns, but that was on slow motion mode. And before every fight, I would like max out everything just so it'd be easier. So I went in with like a huge advantage, and I still got my ass kicked. So Total War is really hard. I think it's a really hard game, even on like the easiest everything. So, but yeah, if you guys want more Total War stuff, let me know. I'm going to go back to Dawn of War. I did just download Digimon Time Stranger 2 demo. I want to give that a shot. I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been a Digimon fan for like a long time. And it was actually the card game that re-sparked my Digimon like fire. I was like, wow, this card game's actually just as good. I would say the Digimon card game is just as good as even the more popular ones. I would say the Digimon card game is easily a top 10 for me. I just have the starter decks, but the starter decks are complete blasts to play. I think they're super fun. So the card game just lit like a fire in my belly, and I just watched like every episode, and I got all the movies. I just been really down the rabbit hole. Now, even though I'm doing all this Digimon stuff, I'm nowhere near caught up. The last season I watched was like season 3, and I think it's on season 7 or something. So I'm like 4 or 5 seasons behind, and I don't know. Anyways, that's my Digimon talk. I could honestly go from Warhammer. I can go from a Warhammer channel to a Digimon channel. Now, the reason I like Digimon is the same reason I like Adventure Time. It's just very emotional, and the art is great. The animation's great. It's kind of like a romantic action, if that makes sense. And romantic, like kind of like friendship, if that makes sense. I don't know. I really dig it. The action is pretty serious. The friendship's pretty serious. I just really dig. Anyways, this is a super long replay, and I don't want a super long intro. So this is me. I picked random. I want to go back to the Dawn of War Soulstorm. I did give Definitive Edition a try, and it just feels different. And because it feels different, I just can't play it I can't play it the same way. I have to play it in a different way. So if I were to boot up Soulstorm in Definitive Edition, I would have to play both games in a completely different way. So I just stuck to Soulstorm. Soulstorm is just so much easier. If I were to play Definitive Edition, I would have to like relearn everything, and it's like a huge headache. Dad right now is just making a bunch of noise for no reason, so you might hear him. We live in a small area, it's like 3 rooms, so anytime he talks, you can probably hear him. He's just making noise for fun, I guess. Anyways, family. So anyways, and Dad hates like all the stuff I'm into. He doesn't get Adventure Time. He doesn't get all that stuff. So we don't really have a whole lot in common. Anyways, I don't want this intro to be super long. So I'm playing against Dark Eldar versus Space Marine. Now Dark Eldar is supposed to counter Space Marine. I think Dark Eldar actually has an 80% win rate against Space Marine. It's like 8 wins against like 2 losses. But I actually really struggled against this guy, Ginger. I actually really struggled against this guy, Space Marine. And we actually had the same exact build order, which I thought was funny. So we had the exact same build order, exact same. I will say he's a lot better than me. Even though you'll see the gameplay here in a minute, I think this guy actually beat me. I will say this is a 4v4, but me and this guy, we just 1v1. Like, no one got in our way, no one helped out. It was a pretty fair 1v1. Like, no one bothered us. It's kind of funny, when you watch the gameplay, it's an absolute mess. There's players everywhere doing crazy stuff, but no one bothered us, which I thought was odd. I like people who respect 1v1s. I really do. Anyways, my teammate is Nick. I was Tau, and Nick beat me in like 3 minutes. He had like 4 squads, and I had 2 because I was Tau. and his 4 squads just absolutely ripped me apart. Tau starting units are super fragile, and I just got ripped apart in like 2 minutes. So Nick actually beat me super quick. So I have a huge respect for Nick. And again, this entire week, every player I went up against is just straight up better than me. And I play this game all the time. So yeah, Nick beat me in like 2 minutes. I was like shocked. I never lost that fast. I think 2 minutes is like the fastest time I ever lost. Anyways, my Tau opening, if you guys want to know, my Tau opening was Vespids, and I was going to be a jerk and fly around the map, and then Fire Warriors. So I wanted a close range unit and a long range unit. I thought they'd combo, but it didn't. So I'm not a Tau guy. Then we have Triple. Triple is weird. He does this like fast elite unit thing, which doesn't really work. I think Triple is a fantastic player, especially when he plays Necrons. There's gonna be 2 Dark Eldar players, so this might get confusing. But I think Triple is an absolutely fantastic player, but he does this quick elite thing, which doesn't really work. Now I think the elite Dark Eldar units are really good, but I don't know, it just did not work out for him. And I'll leave that. That's my review of Triple. And then we have Liska. Liska hosted like 4 times. I think he also lost a lot. Liska is an absolutely amazing player. I think he does like a fast monolith in this one, but he loses the relic. He does a monolith but never got the relic, so it was like a half monolith, if that makes sense. And then you have Phoenix. Phoenix is an absolute monster. Phoenix is an absolute monster of a Space Marine player. I don't think I could ever beat him. Super strong player. I think Phoenix plays Space Marines pretty much perfectly. Absolutely, if you watch the gameplay, absolutely destroyed. Then you have Adenia with Chaos. Again, I think Adenia played Chaos. I want to give her like a... Adenia sounds like a girl name. I want to give Adenia like a French kiss. She played Chaos so well. It's kind of beautiful in a way. Like the way she moves her units around. It's incredible how like perfect she played. And she even had she had a really good base too. She had an extremely good defense. So not only was her attack amazing, but her defense was amazing too. So absolutely fantastic player. I could never beat Adenia, 100%. Adenia is like 3 times better than me. And then we have Jaden Alien, another fantastic player. I think he was actually the biggest threat the whole game. Everyone here played near perfect, but Jaden Alien had the hardest hitting units, and he was just a threat start to finish. Absolutely monster of a player. Kind of just disgusting player. Just disgusting damage. He was fast too. Like the orcs moved fast, so it's very fast, high damage. Just absolutely like disgusting player. So basically everyone here is like a 10 out of 10 player. Except for me. I give myself like a 5 out of 10. So me like a 5 out of 10 player. And everyone here in this game is like a 10 out of 10. If that makes sense. I think that's why they left me alone. They just knew I was not... they knew I was not a threat. Basically. Alright, that was a super long intro. I'll go ahead and start it. There's action start to finish nonstop. I will try to skip to the interesting parts. I will say, this guy here, Phoenix, he attacks like the second the game starts. So he's a extremely aggressive. Phoenix attacks like the second the game starts. So extremely aggressive Space Marine player. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna focus on my guy because it was my gameplay. And honestly, I pretty much completely ignored my team because I can only look at one thing at once. I can't look at two things at once. I just can't. So I pretty much just completely ignored my team. So my plan was I knew I was fighting Space Marine. I just knew I was fighting Space Marine. So this is my anti-Space Marine build order. It's souls and then just make a huge army. That was my plan. Just souls and a ton of army. And the other Space Marine guy, the one I'm fighting, did the exact same thing. So, and Space Marines just hit harder. And they're really hard to kill. So when fighting against someone who has the exact same build order, I just kind of lost. It turns out if you do like a mirror match, it doesn't really work. Oh yeah, one thing I want to say before I get started. Somehow I get the highest amount of resources out of anyone, and I don't make a generator until like the 10th minute. My very first generator is at like the 10-minute mark. So I'm not sure how I have more resources than anyone. I had more power than Necrons, which makes no sense. But anyways, I had more resources than anyone, and you'll see the gameplay. But you'll see my power income. This is all I have for the next like 10 minutes. I'm going to spoil this one a lot just because it's super long. So you see everyone taking middle. Orcs are really good at it. Chaos is really good at it. Chaos is super good at taking middle. They're like one of the best. And Adenia is just absolute monster of a player. So Space Marines is going after Necrons, and then Dark Eldar fighting Space Marines. It took me like, I want to say 5 fights. It took me 5 fights before I actually started the win. So you'll see me struggle a lot. And honestly, I just got completely outplayed. This guy here, Ginger just completely outplayed me. So you'll see here in a minute. When I see a name I don't recognize, I test them. I'm not like super hardcore. I become very hardcore once I start losing. But usually at the very start of the game, I'm casual. So I do go easy on this guy. And this guy did the exact same thing. He has no generator. I'm gonna stop it for a second. I'm pretty sure he has no generator. Yeah. And he actually hits tier 2 first. He hits tier 2 before I do. Which was really annoying. I have like a 10-minute tier 2. Which is pretty bad. Okay, this is the Space Marine. He does like an all-in. And I think that's what you're supposed to do against Necrons. So that's not even weird to see. It's not weird to see a Space Marine all-in. And what's weird is Nick. So Nick beat me in like 2 minutes. And here's Nick already like dead. So Nick lost in like 30 seconds. It's kind of crazy how quickly Nick lost. And these guys are like full health. That's crazy. So Nick beat me in like 30 seconds, but now Nick is dead in like 30 seconds. Kind of weird how that works. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to say before I keep going. This isn't even Warhammer related. So a while ago, I made a video called Eldar Rage Quit. Or no, it was Imperial Guard. So Imperial Guard, I made a video called Imperial Guard Rage Quit. And the guy just went on a huge rant and told everybody like really bad words. He was just a total jerk, and he was just being like super toxic. He was like the most toxic Imperial Guard player ever. And I seen him today. So the most toxic Imperial Guard player ever is actually still playing right now. And I think he has like the this might not be right. The last time I played him, he had like German flags. I think he had like the Nazi flags. So if you see an Imperial Guard player running around with Nazi flags and spewing like really disrespectful, nasty stuff, he's still playing the game. I think he recognized me because he actually kicked me. He hosted a game and kicked me in like 3 seconds. So I haven't. That video I made on him is like 2 or 3 weeks old, and he kicked me in like 3 seconds. And I see that. I actually see that as like an achievement. I'm happy that he kicked me in 3 seconds. I think I actually had an impact on his life, which is pretty cool. But yeah, like the most toxic Imperial Guard player ever is still playing, like right now. So that's just a story. So you can see here, everybody's in the red, everybody's just dying. There's like death and dying everywhere. Here I use my morale ability. I thought that would give me the heads up, but it really didn't. The morale ability just does not work on Space Marines. You can see no one's scared. There's death everywhere, and Space Marines just don't care. They're not scared of it. So my morale ability did absolutely nothing. It might have worked. No, it worked. These guys are Space Marine too. You can see they're not scared. Oh, now they are. They're. Oh, wow! Holy crap! Jesus. Did you see that? The second the morale broke, the second they turned red, it went back to normal. Their morale is actually like maxed out. So they went from super scared to being confident. I don't know if you guys saw that. So the sergeant has this ability called Rally, and it redoes your morale. His morale broke for like a second. Holy crap. I never seen anyone react that quickly. That was literally like the second his morale broke, he hit the button. That is absolutely insane how quickly he hit that button. I might have to watch that again. That is absolutely bonkers on how quickly, like the second his morale broke, he hit the button. That is bonkers. They should be pushing Nick. Nick has like nothing. So I got the Space Marine down to half health. It took my whole army, but I got him down to half health. You can see here I still don't have a generator. I'm like 5 minutes in. Does a Space Marine have a generator? Yeah, he does. Okay, so this is where the build order is different. My plan was no generator and just big army. So I focused down the force commander. He's kind of out of position. He's not in a squad. So I just kind of focus him down. Warriors do massive commander damage. That's like the only thing they're good at. They do absolutely massive commander damage. Let's see what's happening over here, because I actually don't know. I wasn't paying attention. So it looks like Chaos and Orcs are just doing whatever they want. They won middle, and they're just... I'm still not sure what Triple has done so far. So far, Triple has done next to nothing. It looks like he is tier 2, and it's the 5-minute mark. So a 5-minute tier 2 is actually pretty crazy. That's really fast. I'm not sure how Necrons pushed away Space Marines. It's only one squad. It's one squad of Space Marines, but it's been here for a long time. Like, look at all these dead Necrons. That's a lot. That was like 5 minutes of fighting, and it's just one squad of Space Marine. This is a very weird build order. You send one fully upgraded squad, and that's it. Very odd build order. Looks like Nick lost again. That's crazy. Nick is like 3 times better than me. I just realized my mic was in the wrong spot. I keep like stuttering. My bad. I just did a absolute ton of yard work. I had to like fix the nearby like roads. There's like a pothole. That took forever. So my mouth's kind of dry from being outside. So I think that's why I'm stuttering. Looks like pretty much everyone's tier 2 except for me. I still don't have a generator. So my plan was to do, so I have 2 squads here, and I figured my 2 squads can kill everything, and it didn't. I was like, how did my 2 squads lose? There's no way. So I see Space Marines tier 2, and I have 0 power, so I can't go tier 2 for at least like 3 minutes. So he's gonna be tier 2 for 3 minutes before I'm tier 2. Massive orc army. Just a huge amount of boys. I can't tell. I don't see any knobs. It looks like they're just a lot of boys for the sake of it. Looks like a close range army. And somehow, respect to Liska. Liska is actually pushing back Space Marines, which is extremely hard. Necrons versus Space Marine is super hard. And it looks like Nick's actually pushing with 1 squad. And I think this is the first time Triple has actually done anything. So Triple's first unit was actually a witch. Or I think there's... yeah, they're witches. I think in the store, the actual game board store, they're called like succubi. Or like succubuses. That's what they're called. And like if you buy them, like in the box. Yeah, there you go. Which succubus. Interesting. Orcs is doing this all-in close range thing. Interesting micro. He's going. He thought about going in, and then he ran away. Witches do absolutely bonkers damage, and they're super fast. This is super smart. Ginger sent a skull probe to check my army out. And I was super scared because I thought maybe Ginger would teleport a dreadnought or something, or maybe a Space Marine squad. So I was terrified of this one skull probe. I thought for sure it'd be like some kind of teleport. But you can see here, no teleport happened. Alright, they destroyed a little bit of stuff, and now they're going back for some reason. Are they supporting Necrons? Necrons and Dark Eldar actually make a really good team. Oh yeah, Dark Eldar gets completely countered by artillery. And I think Chaos has... okay, not yet. I'm pretty sure Chaos will have artillery here in a minute. This is a weird build order too. Orcs is going full close range. This is really good against buildings. Orcs can destroy any building in the game pretty quick if you go pure close range. I'm not sure if going pure close range works in this matchup, but we'll see. Okay, looks like Necrons is actually going in. What's funny is Space Marine still has that one upgraded squad, and that's it. No Force Commander, no second. This guy made one squad, fully upgraded it, and that was it. No second squad, no Force Commander. Oh, there's a fight here, my bad. Okay, Orcs versus Witches. I think Orcs, or not Orcs, I think Dark Eldar absolutely destroys Orcs in close range. So I think this army here should absolutely decimate. It's like 9 minutes in and no knobs, which I find weird. This entire Orc army might die. This is a buttload of damage. And it looks like Space Marine might be dead here, which is pretty crazy. What a crazy comeback. This guy got attacked for like... Necrons got attacked for 5 minutes straight. Necrons got attacked for 5 minutes straight, and now they're winning. That's an absolutely crazy comeback, if you ask me. Then Chaos shows up. Ooh, that is one heck of a combo. Grenades, the damage boost, and the stun. And the Rhino for, like, speed. What an absolutely... That's a crazy combo. Looks like Tier 1 Chaos just absolutely destroys Dark Eldar. And it looks like Necron's push is over. Destroyed, like, 3 buildings. And they're very important buildings, too. And it looks like Space Marine's actually pushing. He's really confident. This one squad is still alive somehow. This one squad has been alive for like 10 minutes. Okay, now Chaos has artillery. Alright, so right here, Space Marine just completely outplays me. I had like 3 warrior squads fully upgraded in Homunculus and just absolutely slaughtered. You can see my entire army just dead. So Dark Eldar can do this weird thing where they're fully upgraded right out of the get-go. They don't have to be tier 2 to be fully upgraded. And I thought that would give me the advantage. I thought fully upgraded warriors would do something, but they didn't. And I didn't have time to throw the grenade. I was gonna throw the grenade, but they just died instantly. Alright, Chaos is pushing Necrons. Necrons is just having a bad day. They had this push, and now they're getting pushed. They had this nice push, and now Chaos is after them. Now Orcs is doing a super weird thing where they're attacking behind, which is really odd. But you don't usually protect this. No, you don't expect. It takes like an hour to get behind here, so nobody protects this building. And I'm not sure why you would go infiltrated units. Chaos has a crap ton of detection, so I think getting infiltrated is dumb. If you look at my mandrakes are actually not upgraded because I thought the infiltrated upgrade would be useless. I actually skipped the mandrake upgrade because I thought they would. It wouldn't. Skull probes, librarian. It looks like Chaos is actually running away. Weird. I must have missed something. Looks like Nick went straight to tier 3 after losing everything. I don't know why, but for Orcs, it's actually really cheap. It's cheaper to go tier 3 than it is to go tier 2. Tier 2 units are actually more expensive than the tier 3 units. So I actually do this a lot when I play Orcs. I just go straight to tier 3 because I don't know why, but it's actually cheaper. So I do that a lot too. I go straight to tier 3. Works. If works is super easy. I think anyone can do it. Chaos might have ran away from these vehicles. Chaos don't really have any anti-vehicle. Looks like Nick's calling in the towel, which fair enough. Here I try to kill the big mech with my Dark Eldar ability, but I think I missed. I tried to snipe the big mech with my Dark Eldar ability, which does massive damage to commanders, but I think I missed. You can see my Dark Eldar ability there. Yeah, I missed. My bad. I could have killed the big mech. Man, Oryx really likes close range combat. I don't know how, but that vehicle stun actually missed. That was weird. The vehicle stun just straight up missed. And it looks like Nick is doing some kind of a emoji, maybe? Man, Triple has done absolutely nothing this game. Nick actually made a really solid comeback. Really nice army here. But it still loses to artillery. I think going full close range against Necrons could work. That's actually not a bad setup. Now here, Space Marine goes like pure vehicles, which I didn't expect. Space Marine vehicles are kind of bad. I did not expect Space Marines to go pure vehicles. So I'm actually panicking right now. And I go, okay, let me just buy all the anti-vehicle stuff I can think of. And I'm actually buying transports. Now the Dark Eldar transport is ass, but the transport is actually anti-vehicle. So I just buy every anti-vehicle like available to me. And I still struggle. You think buying like 10 anti-vehicle units would help out, but it didn't. So I just struggle really hard all game. I think this guy is also tryharding. He sent a empty Rhino to take all the damage, which is kind of a tryhard thing to do. So I think this guy is also tryharding. Everybody's kind of tryharding. You can see orcs just absolutely get killed by artillery. It only takes like 2 shots. This Space Marine player is so weird. He just uses this one squad the whole game. He refuses to make 2 squads. Maybe he's doing some kind of challenge. I'm not sure why Orcs is running away. I think Orcs actually kills these vehicles in close range. It looks like the Big Mech actually died. Which is really weird. Because, okay, so when your commander's in a squad, usually it's the last one to get hit. Okay, so when your commander's in a squad, the squad should die first, and then the commander. But for some reason, I don't know how, you can see this squad here, the commander is just dead. So somehow the commander died first, and then the squad, which shouldn't happen. So I actually feel bad for this guy. I don't know how his Big Mac died. His Big Mac should not have died. Now these knobs go down to these flash kits, that makes sense. I'm not sure why, this is weird. He has 3 healers, but they're not attached. If I click on them, yeah, the healers are not attached. That's kind of odd. But whatever, I'm not gonna rip into it. Your healer should be attached to your squad, but whatever. I'm not gonna make a big fuss over it. And now Space Marine goes Plasma Scouts, which is pretty good. And it looks like Necrons is tier 3. I don't know how. You made a giant army that died. And now there's something going on over here. Triple is trying to fight Chaos. I think Chaos is better than Dark Eldar in pretty much every way. So I think this is a terrible idea. I'm not sure why you would send your Dark Eldar army against... well, actually, they did a lot of damage. They did a ton of damage. Good job. There's a lot of souls here. I don't know if that's Chaos souls or Dark Eldar souls. But anyways, I think sending your entire Dark Eldar army against Chaos is just a terrible idea. I think Chaos just hits harder and are just better. Okay, this is my Space Marine fight. This is kind of an embarrassing one. So I send my tier 2 unit. This is my first tier 2 unit. I hit tier 2 at 16 minutes. I have all my listening posts anti-vehicle. And then I have my Scourges here anti-vehicle. And the Witch commander gun is actually anti-vehicle. So I have like 4 anti-vehicle things here. And you can see my casualties. My casualties are pretty high. And I have a bunch of raiders. I got this vehicle factory going. I got a bunch of raiders. They're anti-vehicle. But I don't actually use them as a transport. This is kind of a silly fight. This guy runs around in circles. And I just kind of run around in circles. It's kind of a dumb fight. I don't know if I want to show you that one. This guy still refuses to make 2 squads of Space Marine. It's kind of crazy. Triple, okay, looks like Triple is destroying buildings. Dark Eldar are actually insane at destroying buildings. They're super good at it. Here, Grey Knights show up, and I actually have no idea how to kill Grey Knights as Dark Eldar. Grey Knights are stupidly strong. Somehow I killed this Librarian. I killed the Librarian, and yeah, it looks like I got the whole squad. So it looks like my tier 2 paid off. And what's funny is this guy was tier 2 longer than me. He was tier 2 for like 5 minutes longer than me. So I'm not sure how I'm making this weird comeback. This is like my 3rd homunculus. My homunculus died like... He died instantly to vehicles. So this is like my 3rd or 4th homunculus already. He's 100 power, so he's pretty expensive. My mandrakes are just getting absolutely slaughtered. But yeah, here's my fight. I just go pure anti-vehicle. And Dark Eldar's anti-vehicle is kind of a joke. It's kind of like a running joke in the community. Every time I try to talk, Dad's making like these strange noises, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I think he's in a funny mood. We both worked on the nearby road today, and there was a bunch of traffic, and it was a huge pain in the ass. Trying to work on a road while there's traffic, it sucks. So it looks like I actually destroyed all the vehicles somehow. But Scourges, once they're anti-vehicle, they suck at killing Space Marines. So I actually have no answer to the Space Marine squad. I have no idea how I'm going to kill the Space Marine squad now. And I get super tired of these vehicles. This is like the 10th vehicle. So I just destroy this building real quick. I use my acid ability right there. I just got super annoyed by all these vehicles coming out. And Nick and Dark Eldar has... Okay, so Orcs and Dark Eldar have lost pretty much every fight so far. Even me, I pretty much lost every fight so far. These guys should have a huge advantage, the other team. And you can see here, there's a lot of... looks like Chaos is pretty much maxed out. Looks like they actually got the middle. There was like 50 buildings right here, but now there's no buildings at all. So it looks like I think it was orcs. Orcs actually took down the entire middle. So that's pretty good. Even decapped the relic, which is really important. I think Chaos would have went tier 4. But they actually did take out the whole middle, so good job. But anyways, Dark Eldar and Orcs have lost pretty much every fight so far. So now Chaos can do whatever it wants. It basically has free reign of the map. There's pretty much no stopping Chaos at this point. And it looks like there's some kind of push going on here. Looks like Triple has just harassed all game. He's going for some kind of anti-building build order, which is very strange for Dark Eldar. Dark Eldar is pure. Every unit they have is anti-infantry. So doing this anti-vehicle, or not anti-vehicle, doing this anti-building build order is very odd to me. But every unit, like literally every unit in the Dark Eldar roster is anti-infantry. And it looks like this guy is doing nothing but destroying buildings. It kind of looks like he's doing a Hail Mary. He's making a super strong army and then going straight for the HQ, which is a very odd build order. He's doing like a HQ snipe, which I think is an odd build order. So here I actually get a lot of kills, and these Space Marines are more expensive than me. And I think my Homunculus is about to go down again for like the 5th time. And here I start to get annoyed. Yeah, that's like my Homunculus went down again. I'm about to lose my Raider. Maybe I am ass at the game. I threw all my units at this guy and they just went down instantly. And I thought my Scourges would kill everything because they're upgraded. And they don't. My Scourges kill nothing. So that's fun. And then this random ass Land Raider. Oh, looks like Triple did. Okay, so Triple actually did something. He killed the HQ. Warp Beasts are absolutely insane at destroying buildings. Their building damage is ridiculous. So it looks like Space Marines is tier 4. This actually makes a lot of sense because he refuses to make an army. His army is like 2 squads. I don't think I've seen the Force Commander once. So he made like 0 army this game. So him being tier 4 makes a lot of sense. Man, Orcs has a... Okay, this is basically maxed out Orcs. You need like 10 banners to afford this army. This is not an easy army to make. You need like max banners. Orcs building damage is crazy too. Okay, I actually hit tier 3. I hit tier 3 at 20 minutes, which is not good. It's not great. Looks like Space Marine just hit tier 3. I cannot keep my Scourges alive. That's like the 5th time my Scourges died. Alright, so it looks like Triple is pretty much dead. So Triple went straight for Space Marine's HQ. It actually went down. If Space Marine doesn't have a builder... Oh wow, look at this. I didn't even notice that. That's a crap ton of dead Necrons. I think that's from the start of the game. That is an absolute buttload of dead Necrons. That must have been from the earlier fight. But man, that is an absolute buttload of dead Necrons. So yeah, it looks like Dark Eldar sniped the HQ, which the game's still going. That doesn't because you destroy the HQ, it's not an instant win. And it looks like they also destroyed the Land Raider. So it looks like Dark Eldar actually destroyed the most expensive units Space Marine had. But it looks like... so Space Marine is still going, right? They still have something. But it looks like Dark Eldar is just completely and utterly dead. So I'm not sure if that whole Land Raider kill was worth it. I think I overanalyzed that, or whatever. Oh, looks like Orcs got bombers. That's cute. Man, Chaos made like 20 defilers. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea, because they can do anything. Range, close range. They're kind of a do anything kind of unit. Okay, looks like Orcs is taking out Necrons. Oh, and I remember I think I actually Soulstorm this. I used my Soulstorm ability on this Orc squad. I noticed this Orc squad was the most dangerous, so I used my Soulstorm ability. And I don't think Triple, who was Dark Eldar, I don't think Triple got any souls. I don't think he used any soul abilities at all. But yeah, I used the Soulstorm. I think I actually kill 1 or 2 flash gets, so I'm pretty proud of that. So Dark Eldar is pretty much out of the game, I think. I think this is right here is all he's got. Looks like Necrons is almost maxed out. Oh, actually, yeah, he is maxed out. It looks like Orcs is also maxed out. Honestly, Necrons have a crap ton, or I should say Orcs. Honestly, Orcs have like, what is it, 6? They have 2 health. Okay, so Orcs have 2 health upgrades. I think like 3 armor upgrades. And then they have like 2 more health upgrades after that. So they have like 6 health upgrades basically. If Orcs has 6 health upgrades, I think they'll be fine. They can get hit by this monolith all day long. Tier 4 monolith, and they can just walk it off after 6 upgrades. And they have the big mech barrier. So I think honestly Orcs is fine here. They should be able to just walk this damage off. They like one-shotted the turret. That's pretty massive damage there. When you're one-shotting turrets, that's pretty crazy. Now he's using the Meganov speed boost. I'm not sure why his speed is boosting here. You run really fast. Okay, there's my Soulstorm. So the other Dark Eldar guy used 0 souls. So anytime you see a soul ability, you can tell it's me. I think Soulstorm actually hits friendly units. I think Soulstorm hits friendly units. So I think I just killed his Scarab. I'm almost positive I killed his Scarab, because this does do friendly fire damage. I might actually kill his turret too. Looks like Nick... Okay, Nick made a comeback. Looks like Nick killed everything. Okay, that was basically all Orcs. Completely maxed out Orcs, and they all died in like a minute. That's like... That was completely maxed out Orcs, and they all died. That's gotta be like 1,000 points or more in Orc army. Just gone. It's gonna take extremely... It's gonna take an extremely long time to get 1,000 points and make that army again. So that was actually a really nice fight right there. I think, you know what, if I was actually that orc player right there, I would have tried to kill the monolith. I would have done the same thing. I would have done the exact same thing if I was him. Try to kill the monolith. I think that he could have, for real. He didn't use the vehicle stun, and he didn't use the the war boss damage boost. So in all honesty, he could have killed the monolith right there. I would have taken that fight too. It looks like Dark Eldar is screwing around with Chaos, which is I think that's how they fell, right? That's how the Eldar fell, by messing with Chaos, messing with demons. So I think this is just irony right here. I'm starting to think this Chaos player is confused because they were killing orcs and now they're over here. So I'm not sure what their plan is. So my plan here was to kill all the Space Marine buildings, because if I did that, it would count as a win. So I destroyed every building, and they're still alive. And I haven't gotten my "you win" screen, so I'm kind of mad. So you can see here I destroyed every Space Marine building, mostly of 2 squads. I used 2 squads to kill everything. And I haven't gotten my "you win" screen. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know why Space Marine's alive. So I'm like sitting here scratching my head, like, what do I do now? And here I was not paying attention to my teammates at all. So I was like, why is this gone? What happened? And then I was like, what's happening over here? Like, why is this all gone? So I was like completely lost.
Don't touch their teeth.
Oh, orcs have this tank. I think this tank is tier 4. So orcs is actually the guy who lost everything. This is a crap ton of artillery. So this guy here made a tier 4 unit. I'm not sure if orcs can actually push. This is so much artillery. That's a buttload of artillery. So here I tried to take out orcs, finish them off after that monolith fail. But Chaos is actually protecting him. So I couldn't really do a whole lot. And also, I didn't expect orcs to make their army again so quickly, because it is like 1,000 points. It's kind of weird seeing a very expensive army die and then just show up again. So I was shocked that he was able to afford all this. And you can see here I'm floating in resources because I have no idea what the hell is going on. There's crap everywhere on screen. There's like a billion things happening in every direction. There's like a million things happening in every direction. So I had no clue what to buy, and there was like, at this point I was trying to figure out the flow of the game. I was like, are we winning? Are we losing? Because I actually had no idea. I had no clue if we were winning or losing or not. I could not tell you. This Chaos player is nuts. He's microing this squad here, but I think he's also pushing over here, right? He's got Chaos units over here. He did have a possessed ones. Did his possessed ones die? He had like possessed ones over here. I'm not sure what happened to him. Maybe Necrons is making some kind of comeback. This Space Marine player makes 0 sense to me. He spent all his money on one squad. Now he's got Terminators, which makes sense. But he made no commanders the whole game. Space Marine's kind of a commander faction. What a odd... This is a very odd fellow. Oh yeah, I decided to spend my float on tier 4 because like nothing was working. I was like, well, if nothing's working, I guess I'll go tier 4. I have the relic, so I actually can go tier 4. And you can see even right now, no one's bothering me, which I think is odd. Orcs is not bothering me. You see this stupidly strong army. This is a very this is like maxed out orcs. And no one's bothering me, which is weird. I really thought someone would show up and kill me. And again, they're ignoring me. What the heck? So Chaos is sending their whole army against... this is actually a really weak tier 4 army. This is a super weak tier 4 army. So I'm not sure what's going on. Oh yeah, and I just realized it. Both Space Marine players didn't drop Dreadnought the whole game, which is kind of odd. I think as a Space Marine player, you should drop Dreadnoughts everywhere. So I just noticed that. This is a very odd match. This is an extremely, extremely odd match. Chaos versus Necrons is weird. But it does look like it's two full armies versus like 2 squads. It's like 2 gigantic. Okay. Oh, and orcs are showing up. So everybody. Okay. So everybody just ignored me. So orcs knows I'm here. Chaos knows I'm here. If anyone was watching the fight, they would know I was losing a lot. This is like my 5th homunculus. I died like 100 times trying to get over here. So everybody knows I'm here. Everybody knows I'm not really a threat. And they're just ignoring me. They see this big giant monolith and they're like, ooh, I gotta attack that. The big giant monolith. I'm gonna send 4 armies to go kill it. Honestly, this is still not that strong of an army. Necrons don't really have anything. I'm not sure why they're pushing. This is not enough to push with. But we'll see. Oh, here's my soul ability. The other guy, Dark Eldar, is pretty much dead. So this is me. So I'm hitting like 5, what was it, 5 squads? 3 squads? I think I'm hitting 3 squads here. So I think that's pretty good. I'm not sure if I killed anything, but I'm happy. I managed to hit 3 squads. So yeah, that was a crappy push, I think, from Necrons. This is a god-awful push. I'm not sure why you'd push here. Man, Space Marines, like full power Space Marines, full power Chaos, full power Orcs against 1 monolith. You hate to see it. They must have saw a giant green thing and was like, ooh, I gotta kill it. This is taking a while. The monolith has like 5,000 health, which is not much. The monolith is actually the easiest tier 4 unit to take out. And no big mech stun again, because stunned it. Now Chaos is retreating for some reason. He's not healing the vehicles. Or I should say she. I still think Ardinia is a girl name. Now Space Marine's pushing Necrons. Oh, everybody's pushing Necrons. That makes sense. The monolith just went down. And it looks like I'm pushing Orcs. I'm not sure if I can push this, honestly. Even with a full tier 3 army. This is a crap ton of damage. Even with all the armor upgrades, I don't know if I can actually push this. I'm losing a lot. There's a lot of casualties here. My homunculus went down again. That's like the 10th time. I'm not sure if the homunculus actually killed anything. Pretty sure it didn't. And what's funny is I put the homunculus in a squad this time. It should have survived, but oh well. Okay, something kind of funny. This is me. I think this is funny. My tier 2 halfway dead Talos kills this tier 4 fully healed tank. Seeing a half dead tier 2 unit killing a fully healed tier 4 unit is kind of funny. And there goes my tier 2. Okay, so you see my tier 2 unit? It has like 100 health. It's on the verge of death. And somehow it manages to kill this tier 4 unit with like 100 health left. I think that's funny. And there he goes. I think we die at the same time. Oh, no, my Talos is still going somehow. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we almost died at the same time. Alright, there's a lot going on here. So I decided to push orcs for like no reason. I guess I was suicidal. You can see there I lost, I was at 16 population, now I'm at 9. So I lost a lot. I lost basically my entire infantry. There's some kind of weird push from Nick. Nick is attacking Space Marines. It looks like they never recovered from that HQ snipe. And this guy just refuses to make commanders. I have not seen any commanders from this guy. But yeah, looks like... Oh, they're working together. So Dark Eldar and... they're focusing down Space Marine, which I think is kind of odd. Space Marine doesn't really have a whole lot, right? Yeah, I think this 2 squads, that's it. So I'm not even sure why you would focus down Space Marines here. They just have 2 squads and that's it. I would much rather focus down orcs or something else. Doesn't really make sense to focus down Space Marines right now. So there is a base trade going on. So Dark Eldar is attacking Space Marine. Space Marine's on the verge of death. Space Marine's attacking Necrons. Necrons on the verge of death. I'm attacking Orcs. Orcs is on the verge of death. This might be a case of just really bad luck. So this actually... Okay, I want to say something real quick. This happened twice. So this guy here killed him. He did kill the monolith twice, which is really hard to do. He killed the monolith twice, and then as soon as he killed the monolith, he got shot down to death by flash gets twice. So the second he kills Necrons, orcs show up with flash kits and kills his injured army. Everybody's injured from the monolith, and the flash kits kill them all. So I feel really bad for this guy. And he was actually tier 4. I don't think this guy's actually tier 4. I'm pretty sure he's not. Oh, and Chaos is going for the orc kill. So I think right now, I think this is actually anyone's game. Space Marine's on the verge of death. The bad orcs is on the verge of death. Chaos should be fully powered. Chaos lost no buildings this game. So Chaos should be fully... Chaos should have a full army, really. I don't know why they don't have a full army right now. Space Marine is attacking, but they're going to be gone any second now. They're just screwing around over here. I think they're having fun before they're gone. It's interesting because everyone's on the verge of death. So many souls. That's a lot of souls, huh? I want to see if Chaos actually gets this kill. If he kills Orcs. If this HQ goes down, Orcs is pretty much done for. They can't really come back from that. Okay, looks like I took out 2 players. And that was all me, by the way. I took out 2 players. So that's pretty good. That was 100% me. I didn't get any help. Chaos's building damage is nuts. So let's see if he gets it. And he got it. Okay, Orcs' HQ is down. So I think every player... I'm pretty sure every player in this match has lost their HQ. But the game is still going. This is a very odd match. It's pretty rare for every player to lose their HQ and still play. It's a very odd situation. Man, that was a terrible teleport. He teleported and died. That's rough. I think that was Chaos quitting. Is this vehicle upgraded? The Tempest did not look upgraded. So it looks like Chaos killed Orcs and then gave up. And then Space Marine died because I killed him. So Chaos actually had a super crazy defense. Chaos had like 10 turrets and he had like 10 turrets and defilers everywhere. It was a super strong defense, but instead of fighting to the last man, Chaos just gave up. I wanted to do this like last stand fight against a really strong defense, and I'm not even sure if I could break it. Dark Eldar is kind of garbage at breaking defenses, so I actually wanted to do this whole attack versus defense sort of thing. I want to see if I can actually do it. But these vehicles here can actually turn off artillery, so that's what I was doing. I was going around turning the artillery off, so I can do some damage. But yeah, that was a really weird match. You can see here, like, no one has their HQ, and it's just super weird. And I'm not even sure if Orcs went tier 4. I really don't think they did. So Space Marines went tier 4. I went tier 4. Necrons went tier 4. Necrons went tier 4 twice. And I guess that was it. That's weird because there's 3 relics. There's 3 relics on the map, right? I'm not sure how I hit that. Sorry. I'm not sure how I hit tier 4 and Chaos didn't. Chaos should really be full power. Like, I didn't see any Space Marines. I didn't see any Chaos Space Marines at all, which is weird. But anyways, that's gonna do it for that one. Okay, this is gonna be funny. I want to see this Necron Lord. So Necron Lord hit. Okay, so Necrons hit tier 4, and then went back to tier 1, right? They should be tier 1 again because they lost their monolith. So the Necron Lord should have the tier 4 upgrades, but now they're tier 1 again. So I'm not sure how that works. I'm actually going to click on the Necron Lord to see what it is. I want to see if they keep the tier 4 upgrades or it actually goes back to normal. Oh, they actually went back to normal. They lost the tier 4 upgrade. Huh. I actually didn't expect that. I thought usually upgrades are permanent, But nope. So the Necron Lord had like 3,000 health, and now it has 18. It has 1,800 health. So it actually did get weaker. Interesting. So the tier 4 monolith, it should have like 3,000 health, but now that the monolith is dead, it has like 2,000 health. Interesting. It's weird to see an upgrade get taken away. You don't see that too often. Anything else to talk about? Oh yeah, so you see here I am floating like crazy, and I think everybody else is out of money. They actually spent everything, so I feel kind of like a jackass. I have money for days, and everybody else is broke, so I feel kind of bad for that. Sorry. That was the chips. I can feel that burp had like a chip taste to it. I gotta cut down on chips. Is this Big Mac not upgraded? That's so weird. It's 30 minutes into the game. This Big Mac does not look upgraded at all. It's like a 50-point upgrade. It's really cheap. That's weird. Anyways, so every player was on the verge of death except for me, I guess. I didn't lose any buildings like at all. I lost my infantry 10 times, but I didn't lose any buildings. So, and you can see my tier 4 units here. As soon as my tier 4 units showed up, they just quit. So I didn't even get to use them. So you can see my tier 4 units here. It's very rare to see Dark Eldar tier 4. It's like super rare. I'll show you the end stats. I did get the highest like everything, but I don't think I deserve it. I lost my army. I have like the most deaths. I have the most kills and like the most deaths. It's not a great thing to be. I'll show you my score, but it's not a great score. And you can see I got outplayed all the time. I got outplayed like 50 times. So it's not a score I'm really proud of. And I think my soul abilities actually did friendly fire damage. So I think some of my kills, I think some of my kills are actually, I'm pretty sure like I have 5 friendly fire kills. It's not something I'm super proud of. So you can see here I have the most economy, which is pretty crazy. But then again, Necrons lost everything. They didn't really have. I think that Necron Lord was it. I think that one Necron Lord was all they had. They really did lose everything. That was it for them. Nick had those 2 squads, and I think that was it. Nick was, and Nick couldn't make anything. He can't make anything without the HQ. So I think that was pretty much it for Nick. And Triple, I'm not sure how he survived. He had a tier 3 army that died over and over again. Triple might actually have more deaths than me. Triple destroyed like 10 buildings and then that was it. And the game kept going, and you can make the buildings again. So I'm not sure Triple actually accomplished anything. I still think Triple is a god tier Necron player, but kind of a sloppy Dark Eldar play from him. Adenia, absolute god tier chaos player. I think that one rhino with the 2 squads could have killed my army like 10 times. If Chaos really wanted to, they could have showed up during the 1v1 and killed everything. So I think Chaos could have honestly killed me at any time. Oh yeah, another odd thing about this game, this replay, there was like no chat. I can see chat from both sides, and there was like zero chat. So there was like no talking this whole game, which is kind of odd. I didn't say anything. No one said anything. So everything you just saw there, the action, we did that without no like signals or anything like that. No communication. Alright, orcs. Everyone had a really weird build order. So orcs went pure close range, which can work. Phoenix made that one squad and just ran with it, fully upgraded it, no commander, and somehow Phoenix did really well with that. He must have been doing some kind of challenge. I don't know what he spent his resources on. I have no clue. There's no way you make one squad and that's it. He must be doing some kind of fast tier 4 thing. That's the only thing that makes sense. Phoenix must have spent everything on economy and did it fast tier 4. And then the guy I was fighting, well anyways, let's look at kill deaths. But yeah, I had the highest resources. I don't know how. I didn't have middle. Middle is usually like where all the resources are at. So, and at the end of the game, no one controlled middle. No one took it. So middle was actually up for grabs and no one took it. Alright, let's look at kill deaths. It's gonna be embarrassing. So yeah. Oh, it's me. So I have the most deaths. That's embarrassing. I only fought 2 people because Chaos gave up. So I fought 2 people and have the most casualties. That's not good. What's funny is orcs made like 3 armies and somehow I have more casualties. I destroyed 33 buildings. I think that's pretty good. Destroying 33 buildings, that's not bad. Liska, oh I forgot to mention, Necrons was actually the host. Liska was the host, I'm pretty sure. So Liska, 88 kills. Triple, 59 kills. Alright, so I'm trying to look at this and trying to learn something. But I really do think Triple played Dark Eldar in a way that doesn't really work. Yeah, he did a lot of damage, but I really don't think that's how Dark Eldar is played. Doing some kind of HQ snipe. Is there anything else to like talk about? Chaos had, wow. Chaos had a butt ton of kills. That is a ridiculous amount of kills. Necrons has 178 casualties. I don't know how. Necrons never really had an army except for vehicles. Necrons made a ton of vehicles. I don't know if that's 178 vehicle deaths. That'd be a lot of dead vehicles. 178. I don't know if he made infantry. Like, I never really seen any flayed ones. I never really seen any like mortals. So I'm not sure what died. Let's see. Okay, here's a question. Did anyone go positive and kill death? Nick went positive and kill death. Chaos went positive and kill def. Actually, the entire team we went up against has a positive kill def. So the team we were fighting against has a positive kill def, and we don't. So according to this, we have much less kills than the other team, but somehow we won. That's weird. This is a really weird match. This is an extremely odd match. Now that I'm analyzing it. Anyways, I think that might be it for all I can talk about. I think so according to this, I had about 5,000 more resources than anyone. And I still have the most casualties, even with that extra money in the bank. That's pretty bad, I guess. Alright, I think I want to end the video just so I can try out Digimon 2, the demo. I'm really looking forward to that. Apparently, it's the best-selling game right now. Digimon 2. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video and give Digimon a try. I'm probably not gonna make a video on it. I seen the community. The community is like absolutely bonkers when it comes, like, the community is super active. I'm not. I make a video like once a week, and the community is making like fan art and all this. They're like already making like mods and stuff. The community is absolutely bonkers when it comes to like fan support. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video just so I can play Digimon. Hopefully you like this one. I know I talked a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye.